This is the video review for Transformers Dark of the Moon Scout Class Human Alliance Backfire. This, so far, is probably one of my... well, no, it is my favorite of the Scout Class Human Alliance figures from Dark of the Moon. Yeah, the robot mode's a little bit weak, but it doesn't frustrate me. All the others I have, that bike one, the helicopter one, those ones have things about them that frustrate me. This guy doesn't, and his gun mode is excellent. So first off, he rolls really, really nicely. And he's a nice tricycle mode. I guess an all-terrain trike. I've never seen a vehicle like this before, but it looks very nice, and you can even see the engine detail here. And the head's not visible. I mean, while I know the robot mode is kind of a hodgepodge of parts, so it only looks like a robot in that it's humanoid, not in that it actually looks like a well-defined robot. So, granted, this is going to be a good alt mode. It still does a good job of hiding it, so to transform him, first thing you will do is you will pull this top off of here, open up the wheels, and just spread them a little bit like that. Bring this down, and then fold this in half, and clip it into here. Split them apart, and actually that is still in the way. Split these apart and pull them up. That will get these out of the way of these little parts here so they can go up into here, and his legs can be a little bit separated. Then rotate his arms down, pull his head up, and there you have Human Alliance Backfire in robot mode. Now you'll see I put the wheels on the front. That's because otherwise they mess with the knees. They limit his knees quite a bit. And he doesn't look that great, but I don't care. He does what he needs to. I mean, he kind of almost gives me the vibe of a big, hyper-detailed Minicon. And it's like, this is what Minicons always should have been. For hands, he has sculpted detail on this glove that doesn't look like anything. For articulation, his head can turn left and right. His arms go up and down, and he has an up and down joint, but that's before the up and down. He has an outward joint, but that's before the shoulder up and down, so you get movement like this, as opposed to being able to move his shoulder back like that. Then he has not really an elbow, but more like a wrist joint, where his hand can go out and up and more down than up. It's a little bit odd, and I can see why some people wouldn't like it, but it works for me. His legs forward, back, out, rotate above the knee, and he's got a pretty good range to the knee and no foot pose ability. Really what sells this, how this looks for me, is the head sculpt and the chest. Something about that just looks really nice, and then the feet aren't bad. The hands really could be better, but I don't know, he wouldn't be who he is if he had better hands, so I can deal. Now for the weapon mode, it's sort of a guessing game. It turns out a little bit differently each time, but you will bring these down and plug the feet back together, as this right here will form the gun portion. Fold this down, and this is always a little bit weird, but you have to get the wheels past this stuff. And once you have that, you can tab them together like that. And after that, let's see, there are a lot of things you can do with head. it's... Yeah, this is what I usually do with the head section, because it hides the head, and this rests in here. And then you can just sort of push these in here, and they will stay out of the way. And then there's a handle back here, and this is a really nice looking gun. I actually should have brought a bigger figure in to hold it. Actually, I do have a figure that can hold it. From a review not too long ago. Actually, just tonight. There's Galvatron holding Backfire as a badass gun. Yeah, see, that looks amazing. It's better than any of the other Human Alliance weapon modes, and I really like it. And that's just about all for Human Alliance Backfire. Thanks for watching.